Get ready. Efteling Park is the third most visited theme park in Europe, behind Disneyland Paris and Europa Park in Germany. Opening its doors in 1952, Efteling was a magical experience the world hadn't really seen before. In addition to this, it's a well-known fact that Efteling was a big source of inspiration for Disneyland in California. In this video, we take a look at the top 6 Efteling tips and tricks to help you have the best experience possible. Get ready. Number 6. Make sure you download the app. Like most theme parks, there are a number of reasons that you should download the park app. Firstly, park apps usually have wait time information, which comes in handy when deciding what ride to go on next. Secondly, park apps generally have a built-in map to help you navigate. When it comes to Efteling, we would definitely say it's the latter which is more important. It may be the first, but definitely not the last time in this video we mention Efteling is a really big park, and not the most intuitive when it comes to layout. In short, the main reason for this is due to various different expansions over the years. Historically, old parks that have expanded over the years were not as well thought out when they were originally being built as newer built parks who were able to learn from their predecessors' mistakes. With that being said, downloading the Efteling app is a real must, so that you have full visibility of where everything is. Finally, as an added tip, we would also recommend downloading this before you get to the park. The reason for this, the app is 50 megabytes and Wi-Fi in the park can be quite weak. Number 5. Experience all 3 Symbolica ride variations. For those of you who are unaware, Symbolica is a trackless dark ride which opened in 2018. The attraction cost just over €35 million to build and was a massive statement by Efteling in the theme park world. What a lot of people may not be aware of is that Symbolica has 3 ride variations. To clarify, when you near the end of the original line, you will see it splits into 3. At this point, you will need to decide which tour you're going to take. The 3 tours are Helden Tour or Hero Tour, Music Tour or Music Tour, and Schatten Tour, Treasure Tour, each with their own unique parts. What we would recommend doing is choosing different parts of the day to ride each route. This will ensure that the whole experience of Symbolica does not become overly repetitive. So do yourself an extra favour and mix in each tour with some other attractions to ensure each route appears as exciting as the other. Number 4. Set aside time for the Fairytale Forest. We actually alluded to this in our Efteling Hidden Gems video, but for anyone that hasn't seen it, Fairytale Forest in Efteling is huge. In fact, we don't think people realise just how big it is. The reason we know this is when our team visited Efteling, they did not put nearly enough time aside to experience this. The forest itself has over 30 different locations, based around different European fairy tales. As well as this, each location has its own sensual and interactive experience. For example, one location is based on the fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel, with an actual gingerbread house that smells like vanilla. Overall, we would say to set aside at least 1 hour to walk through this area of the park. Ideally, you would probably want more time, but if you only have a one-day ticket, this may not be feasible, so just make sure you get as much time as possible. Number 3. Buy souvenirs and collect them later. I think it's fair to say theme park souvenirs are great, but carrying them around with you is not. If you agree with this statement, then you'll be a big fan of Efteling's Buy Now, Collect Later system, which really looks to alleviate this pain that we've all felt. The way it works is pretty straightforward. All you need to do is purchase the item, and during the purchase you can request to collect the item later. The collection point is then located at the exit of the park. Therefore, you can literally pick it up as you leave. To sum up, we think that this system is a testament to the customer experience Efteling offers. Other parks do this as well, but generally it would just be for guests staying on property. Thankfully, Efteling offers it to everyone. Number 2. Ask for a headset to translate Raveleijn. Like any other European park, the shows are generally in the native language where the park is based. The majority of shows at Efteling are performed using the Dutch language. But for one of the park's main shows, Raveleijn, it is actually possible to ask for a special headset for translation. On average, Efteling attracts over 5 million visitors per year. Many of these visitors are non-Dutch speaking. For the most part, foreign visitors accept they won't be able to understand some things in the park. However, the fact that Efteling provides these headsets means more people will be able to understand and enjoy the show. In order to acquire one of these headsets, all you need to do is ask a member of staff. Raveleijn itself is a fantasy-based show consisting of stunt horse riders and a breathing dragon. Don't miss this show, especially considering you'll be able to understand everything as well. Number 1. make a plan. You might be thinking to yourself that this is broad and obvious. Well, you may be right, but the fact that the park is twice the size of Disneyland California and consists of 36 different attractions, we thought it was worth mentioning. A lot of the points we made above have also been leading up to this. You might remember that we mentioned earlier that the park did not have the most intuitive layout. This means that showing up to the park without a plan can mean you spend a lot of time trying to figure out where to go. The key to having the best time possible at Efteling is knowing exactly what to go on and when to go on it. Going into the park blind can lead to a lot of walking, queuing, and not getting what you want to get done. In short, we recommend taking some time before your trip to figure out this plan and familiarise yourself with the park's layout and attractions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our Efteling Hidden Gems video. With this list of tips, we can safely say, now you're ready. Let us know if you have any other tips in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for new weekly content.